Greetings, fellow entertainment enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the exciting news of none other than Jay-Z and Joe Budden discussing his latest move to bring Caesar's Palace to Times Square in New York City.
Streets and roads and
Yeah.
God bless.
But Hove, listen, y'all playing. That nigga
Hove National Bank.
Let me tell you about that Sean Carter, boy. I'm telling you.
The casino joint?
Yeah, but how he has been leading up and setting himself up politically outside of that Roger Goodell football, outside of his endorsement of Eric Adams, his Obama endorsement, he has been setting himself up just for. So when I picked up the paper and saw Jay-Z wants to bring Caesar's Palace to Times Square.
And the crazy.
The 4 floors in this building, they showed a picture. I know what that's going to be like hitting the elevator. It says Jay-Z's partnership, they using the right word, with Caesars is petitioning to bring this to Times Square. They expect to gross this amount over this amount of years. They're going to donate this amount of money to the Broadway plays.
Yeah.
Playing big time ball.
Good night.
Wow, Beyonce, it just so happened to be. You go do all that highest grossing. You go shining, 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 yeah. All of this money, all of this money, all of this money, shining, 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 all of this money.
You know how crazy it's gonna be?
All of this money.
Casino on Times Square,
bro.
You know how crazy it's gonna be?
Finally, get those dirty ass skateboarders out of Times Square.
More crazy.
Oh, my Lord.
Yo, no, they're not. No, they're not. It's gonna be safe.
You drive by Times Square now, it's niggas dancing, and a skateboarder come throw mud on your car and say, hey.
This is why they got them robots.
I'm just saying, they focused on music. Hove whole catalog sound real different when you listen to it now, paired with the things he's doing. It sounds nuts.
That shit sounded different since the Barclay.
Sell clothes. I had 1% of a team over here. I tried it this
Stupid
way.
ass hip hop.
But with Hove, you know what's so great? Like you saw the transition. Yeah. Like you saw it gradually.
No, what made Hove great was he told you about it before it all happened.
The nigga was
that's what made it great.
He was talking about Scooby Doo's, then the nigga went to a suit.
And then told you in the same freestyle, when this happens, I want you to go back and look to this as a prophecy.
And that's what makes us really misogynistic. This was our Beyonce topic.
Change clothes.
Well, we know she wouldn't be what she was if it... No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
God.
Everybody clear the room.
Yeah. Can't joke like that. Can't even joke like that.
No, that was a joke.
That was not Joseph Anthony Budden Jr.
Parks had nothing to do with
or the third. That wasn't my dad. Let me clear my whole family.
That
wasn't none of us.
That was the Ice Trap Nerd.
Trap Nerd going too crazy.
Oh, man.
Chill, Trap Nerd.
Joking.
Chill, Trap Nerd.
Yeah, Trap.
Getting
Yeah, Trap. Let me hype it.
Yeah, Trap.
Are you crazy?
Esteemed audience, I must humbly draw your attention to the recent discourse on the Joe Budden Podcast regarding the latest move made by none other than Jay-Z himself to bring Caesar's Palace to the illustrious Times Square in New York City. The hosts, with a keen eye, noted how Jay-Z has masterfully set himself up politically and financially with notable endorsements and partnerships, culminating in this grand move. The expected amount of money this partnership is projected to bring in, along with the planned donation to Broadway plays, is nothing short of impressive. The hosts, brimming with excitement, predicted that the presence of a casino would bring a new level of prestige to Times Square while simultaneously reducing the presence of skateboarders and other nuisances. The hosts also humorously touched on Jay-Z's musical catalog and how it has evolved over time, with some quips about the illustrious Beyoncé. From my perspective, it is evident that Jay-Z is a shrewd businessman, making astute deals and investments. His success in the music industry has provided him with a platform that he has leveraged for lucrative partnerships such as this one with Caesar's Palace. It is heartwarming to see him giving back to the community with the planned donation to Broadway Place. Regarding the impact of the casino on Times Square, I must say it is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it could bring in a lot of money and prestige to the area, as the hosts rightly pointed out. The potential for increased gambling addiction and associated social problems is one of the biggest risks associated with the move to bring Caesar's Palace to New York. Gambling addiction can have a devastating impact on individuals and families, leading to financial ruin, relationship problems, and other negative consequences. In addition to these social problems, gambling addiction can also have a negative impact on the economy. The cost of treating gambling addiction and associated problems can be significant and can place a strain on public resources. It can also lead to a loss of productivity and economic output, as individuals struggling with addiction are less able to work and contribute to the economy. Another peril that looms large in the horizon is the potential for exacerbated vehicular and human traffic and congestion in the already overcrowded Times Square vicinity. The advent of a casino could magnetize more sightseers and voyagers, which could engender increased traffic and congestion on the thoroughfares. This could render it more arduous for denizens and enterprises in the area to navigate, and could also conduce to atmospheric contamination and other ecological quandaries. There is also the jeopardy that the casino could catalyze the gentrification of the area. As real estate values escalate and new businesses relocate, low-income residents and businesses may be evicted from the area. This could have a deleterious impact on the heterogeneity and personality of the neighborhood. Another hazard is the potential for venality and felonious activity associated with the gambling industry. While Caesar's Palace has a reputation for being a respectable and reliable company, there is always the potential for venality and other felonious activity in the gambling industry. This could have a deleterious impact on the wider community and could also tarnish the reputation of the company and its partners. Finally, there is the risk that the casino could flounder financially. While Caesar's Palace is a well-established and successful company, there is always the potential for a new venture to flounder. If the casino were to flounder, it could have a deleterious impact on the wider community by contributing to joblessness and other economic issues. On the other hand, it could also contribute to the gentrification of the area, ultimately pushing out lower-income residents and businesses. To mitigate these risks, it will be important for Caesar's Palace and its partners to take steps to promote responsible gambling and to provide resources for those struggling with addiction. This could include offering educational programs on responsible gambling, providing resources for problem gamblers, and working with local organizations to promote awareness of the issue. It will also be important to monitor the impact of the casino on the surrounding community and to take steps to address any negative consequences that arise. This could include working with local law enforcement to address any increase in crime and providing support for individuals and families affected by gambling addiction. Jay-Z's musical catalog is an embodiment of how he has continued to evolve and stay relevant over the years. He started his career as a rapper and has since expanded his brand into various industries, including sports management and now casinos. It is clear that he has a great sense of business acumen and knows how to adapt to changing markets and trends. The hosts made a compelling argument about how Jay-Z has been setting himself up politically and financially for this move. Through strategic partnerships and endorsements, he has built a powerful brand, a lesson that anyone can learn from, regardless of their industry. By building a strong brand and making smart investments, one can position themselves for success in the long term. The expected amount of money that this casino partnership will bring in is yet another example of Jay-Z's business acumen and ability to make smart deals. While there are inherent risks associated with any new venture, given Jezid's track record of success, it seems likely that he will be able to navigate any challenges that arise. The impact of this move on Times Square is a matter of great interest. The presence of a casino could bring in more tourists and revenue to the area. However, it could also contribute to the gentrification of the area, ultimately pushing out lower-income residents and businesses. It is imperative that Jezid and his partners remain mindful of these issues and work to minimize any negative impacts. In conclusion, Jezid's latest move with Caesar's Palace is a testament to his business savvy and ability to make smart deals. While there are risks associated with any new venture, it seems likely that this partnership will be successful. It will be interesting to see how this move impacts Times Square and the broader community, and I hope that it will ultimately have a positive impact on the area.